Hey Doma fam, happy Doma days. Welcome back to another class. Today's class is an upper body blast, a quick 10 or so minute class utilizing a resistance band or exercise band. So if you have one, we'll go medium to heavy and then meet me right back here. Let's get that burn going. All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and jump right in, and we'll start by taking the band up over your arms, right around your forearms. So we've got 5 exercises. We'll do them 2 rounds. So you'll take your arms out in front of you. Let me get this timer started. Okay. So you'll take your arms out in front of you. You're going to pulse out. You're going to pulse out and bring your arms down. And then you're going to keep pulsing out and bring your arms up to over your head. Little pulses out. And make sure you maintain the resistance on your band. So your arms might open up more or less, but maintain the resistance the entire time so you don't want to get a soggy, soft band. Nice and tight, open, little pulses. Out. Control the in. Down and up. Just smooth and simple. I hesitate to say easy because after a little while, not so easy. Down. Just these tiny little motions. Really good for helping to stabilize your shoulders. So if you deal with shoulder injury or shoulder pain, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let me go ahead and come sitting, kneeling. You'll start by taking the weight in the palm of your hand and place your right hand on your left shoulder. So I'll start on the left side since I'm seated this way. You'll take your hand to grab onto your band from here, elbow in nice and close, and you'll just work to straighten your elbow all the way out and then bring it back up. Straighten and back up. Nice and controlled, especially on that way back up. You don't want to fling yourself all the way back in. Bring yourself down and up. And make sure you got a nice grip on your left shoulder, but you're not like choking it to death, right? It's not like a death grip. I was like death gripping my shoulder. So just a firm grip, but nothing too crazy. All the way out, squeeze, start to feel your tricep kind of ignite, and then bring it back up with slow and controlled movement. Just 3, and we'll switch sides, 2 and 1. All right, let's switch to the other side. So this time, left hand holds onto your shoulder, right hand grabs onto your band, and let's go right into it. So squeeze your elbow back, squeeze your shoulder blades towards, well, your right shoulder blade in this case towards your left, towards the midline of your body. Squeeze and extend, and then pull in with control. Squeeze back so you start to feel that little bit of burn. Pull back. Good, nice and controlled. These are really nice because you can travel with them, and there's so much that you can do. It's not just, booty bands. It really has the opportunity, and obviously in this case, to work your upper back, your shoulders, your triceps, biceps. There's all sorts of ways that you can make these work. We got about 7 seconds left here. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're there. You can stay kneeling. You'll grab onto your band, palms out, overhead. What you're going to do is a lat pull down. You'll pull the band wide, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then reach back up with control. Here we go. Pull wide, squeeze, pull down, and then reach to the top. Squeeze and pull, stretch and reach. Nice big breaths. Just find some space that feels right for you. Reach. Pull. Really control the way back up so you don't just pull into the band. It's really good for bone density and keeping our bones strong. Also, just that resistance style work. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Okay, you'll come seated, and you can bend your knee or straighten your leg as much as you need for this, but you're going to hook it around your foot. So depending on how stretchy your band is, you might adjust accordingly. And you're just going to narrow row back, and then controlled descent back in. Narrow row, and then controlled. And if you feel like that's not enough, then you just step the foot out. Not a problem, right? Squeeze back, and then reach in. Pull away, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Pull back. Nice big breaths. Always stable through your belly. We got about 5 more seconds here. We'll just switch sides. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We'll switch sides. Bring it around to the other side. Adjust accordingly, and then pull back and release out. Slow and controlled the whole way. There's a real magic in having control over your movement. If you can, sit up tall. Stay focused on your breath. Right, and this is more than just having well-defined arms. That's great, and it's a total fringe benefit, right? But so much of the work that we do on our mats and the action of moving our body is for our mental health as well. This year has been wild, and making sure that we make time to move our bodies can help clear our minds and give us a little bit more access to peace. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, take the band. We got one last exercise in this round over your forearms. And we're gonna meet in a plank position. So you can take your plank from your knees or from your feet, and we're just gonna step out, back to center, out, back to center, out, center, out, center. So knees or feet, right? We're putting a lot of focus on the upper body, so you don't have to worry too much about whether your plank is high or low. Make sure that especially as you bring the band back in, you're again working that really strong exercise of control. Tap out. Ooh, we're almost at single digits. Yes. I love single digits. They are definitely my favorite, and we have made it there. Big steady breaths. 2 and 1 on your knees. So band's in the perfect position. We'll go right back to those pulses in 3. Nice big breaths. We go up and down, pulse out in 2. Round 2. Here we go. Out. Little pulses up as high as you've got. And then nice and controlled. Back down, down, down. As low as you go. Up, up, up. So you can stand up on your knees if you want. Or you can stay kneeling. Just comfortable. Little pulses out and up. So hopefully round 2 will be a little bit more of a burner for you, especially since there's not a ton of space in between. Just see what you got. Give yourself your best. That's all that matters really anyway. Best you've got is always enough. 5 seconds. We'll take our tricep pull. And then in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So left hand to your right shoulder. Right hand grabs your band. 3, 2, and squeeze back. Full extension. Control as you come back in. Full extension. Control in. Back and in. Nice big breaths. Let's really connect to yourself here. Start to listen to your breath, right? You might have your favorite playlist playing, but give yourself this little moment, to kind of envision what you want, what you need from your day, depending if you're doing this in the morning or the evening, how you want to rest tonight. We have about 5 more seconds on this side. Start to see it. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Go on the other side. Okay, right hand to your left shoulder. Left hand grabs onto your band. Squeeze back, and we're there. Stretch, and then bring it in. Squeeze, lengthen, pull back, and then nice and controlled, coming back in. Back, and in. So, lots of breath. Lots of strength. And so much of the work is also mental, just as much as it is physical. There is a lot of pushing during those hard times when things are burning and the challenge is really real, and it really shows you just how capable you really are. So remember how strong you are, how good it feels to feel strong in your body, and then turn it on. We got about 5 more seconds here. We got a lat pull down coming up. We'll stand up onto our knees in 3, 2, and 1. You were there. Okay, so take a moment, stand up on your knees. Flip your palms facing out, and then let's take it to that lat pull down. Pull wide, squeeze in, and then drive up. Pull and squeeze, and reach and drive. Pull, squeeze, and reach overhead. Big steady breaths, right? Pull down, nice big push, and then arms reach. Nice and strong. Good. Take your time. Yeah, 10 seconds left. We'll set up for those narrow rows on the right and left in 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Squeeze it in. Flip over. Wrap it around your right or left foot, whichever one you're working with. Grab on and go right into it. Pull back and then release. Squeeze, pull back, and release out slow. So nice and stable through your belly. Chest stays lifted. Ideally, one day we can stack hips and shoulders in the same line. Most of us sit for really long periods of time. So the pelvis tends to tuck under. We get this kind of roundness in the low back and just kind of all around tightness during the front side of the body. So the more you work to sit up tall, the more space that you'll create through your hamstrings, the more release of tension you'll find through your low back. So do your best right now, always, and then, add in a couple extra stretches to help create some space, because space feels real good. 3, 2, and we switch. So you'll switch it off to the other side, hook it onto your right or left foot, whichever one you're finishing off on. And we got motion starting now. Let's go. Pull back and then release. So more or less bend in your knee depending on the strength of your band. Stay up tall. Notice if your belly goes soft, it's super, super normal. So if it does, no problem, just re-engage it. What's most important is that we catch ourselves and kind of offering ourselves that awareness. Creating body awareness, awareness of you. About 15 more seconds. 10. We got 1 more to finish this out in our plank step outs for in 5. So we'll come up into a plank position, band over the forearms, 3, 2, and we're there. So take your band, slide it, just in between your forearms, your elbows and your wrists. Press yourself up into a plank, knees or feet, and then tap out right, tap out left, right, center. And just give yourself some control. Right, so stable from the midline. Notice if your hips kind of wiggle or wobble from side to side. You can always drop to one knee as you're starting to progress up to a full plank. Pass halfway. Halfway on the last round. Let's do this. Tap out. Tap out. And then tap in to your brain. Right? Find out that mental chatter. Make sure you turn it on strong and steady. Ooh, just like that. We got about 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and 1. Knees down. Whew, we made it. So give yourself a little love, a little gratitude, maybe a little pat on the back, a little nod to you. It's not easy showing up on your mat, but it's worth it. So give yourself a little credit for making it here. And then I can't wait to see you again tomorrow. You guys, great job.